Good morning from the Spokane bunker, where the high today is frostbite and the low is seasonal depression. I stepped outside to check the pavement, and my shadow actually turned around and went back inside. I'm currently wearing 3 pairs of socks just to look at my bike. It's the kind of weather that makes you wonder why you didn't take up a normal hobby like competitive napping or stamp collecting. Welcome to the Packfiller. First off, let's talk about clean aesthetics. The industry that has decided seeing a single cable on a bike is a moral failing. We now have integrated cockpits where the brake lines run through the bars, through the headset, and through a labyrinth of spacers just to save half a watt at a speed none of us can sustain. I saw a guy with a Garmin mount that cost $450 because it was 3D printed titanium to match his specific stem. $450. For a piece of metal, you hold a computer that tells you you're slow. We used to use zip ties and a prayer, and now we need a degree in aerospace engineering just to change a headset bearing. Your bike requires a proprietary tool and a blood sacrifice to adjust the reach. You aren't just a cyclist. You're a victim of a very expensive cult. And I will catch you in the comments section on that one. You know who you are. Let's go to the news desk for the stories breaking this Saturday. I have a confession to make. I'm officially afraid of children. Not the ones on my lawn, I can handle those with a well-timed sprinkler. I'm talking about the ones in the pro peloton. We are currently living through a youth tax, where if you are over the age of 23, you are basically a historical artifact. Today at the UAE Tour, Isaac Del Toro, who was only 22, just destroyed the field on Jebel Hafid. He didn't just win, he dismantled Antonio Tiberi, who cracked so hard I'm pretty sure his power meter started weeping. And it's not just in the desert. Over in Spain, the Ruta del Sol, a 20-year-old named Tom Crabbé just beat the likes of Christophe Laporte and Tim Wellens in a sprint. Crabbé was born in 2005. 2005. In 2005, I was still trying to convince my wife that a $500 aluminum frame was a lifelong investment. It's a tough one to say. Now these kids are out here taking the lunch money from the biggest stars in the sport while looking like they haven't even started shaving. It's not just a trend anymore. It's a hostile takeover. Next in the news, Remco's rough day. Despite the hype, Remco Evenepoel had a tough day at the UAE Tour today. He finished over a minute down on Del Toro. Turns out that even if you have a Red Bull helmet and the biggest legs in Belgium, Jebel Hafid doesn't care. It's a 10-kilometer reminder that physics is a cruel mistress. Remco is now sitting at 10th overall, and I haven't seen Remco this far down on a leaderboard since, well, ever. Over at the Volta ao Algarve, Juan Ayuso successfully defended his yellow jersey today after a messy sprint won by Paul Magnier. Ayuso is also looking untouchable. He's 14 seconds up on another child prodigy, Paul Seixas, heading into the final day. If you're keeping track at home, UAE Team Emirates currently owns the UAE Tour, the lead in Algarve, and possibly the deed to most of our houses at this point. Now, in oh no news, the doping case against Marc Soler's father took a weirder turn today. Reports are alleging links between the UAE rider and a banned US Postal doctor from back in 2023. That is just what cycling needs. Throwback to the era of blue lunches and mystery bags. Can we just have 1 week where the only thing being injected is caffeine, please? Gianni Bugno, remember those days? Closer to home at the Valley of the Sun, results are in from last weekend. In the 1 Pro men, it was a tactical master class in the crit, reminding us all that Arizona in February is a literal paradise, while we're up here praying for the salt to wash off the road. That's the show. Go clean your chain, not because it'll make you faster, because it's the only thing actually you have control over. I am Pat. You try and stay upright.